We're here with Patricia Brintle, a very well known artist in the New York art community. She was also part of the Art of the Bate exhibition, and we're happy to have her back for the Briye Fam Ayisyen exhibition. So, the first question for Patricia is, what inspires you?
What inspires me? Short answer, my country.
Beautiful.
The life in my country.
Uh-huh.
The joy in my country. The colors. The scenery. The people. The language. Essentially, Haiti inspires me. Regardless of the subject of my work, this is where I go when I pick up the brush. Even if my artwork is on a sad subject, it still will have the joyous colors and the vibrant colors of Haiti. So, yes, Haiti inspires me.
Fantastic. That's a very inspiring. Can you tell us a little bit about the two pieces that are right behind you? One of them, of course, was featured on the postcard promoting this exhibition. So, whichever piece you want to start with first. The piece on the right is one of my favorites. But please, go ahead.
This one is called Wanda Beta. Wanda Beta is the name of a fish, and it's a very beautiful fish. It's a little bit of a strange fish, and the reason why I selected the subject was really because of the beauty of the fish rather than the character of the fish, because it's a fish that likes to live alone. The male fish is more beautiful and the tail is more flowing than the female. And if you leave them together, if you put two of them in the same bowl, they will fight forever until one is taken over and dies and so forth. So the subject is a little strange for me. But the colors attracted me.
Huh.
And this is why we have this. However, in this piece, you will also notice that there is a little baby fish,
Mm-hmm.
which is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And the baby fish kind of stays close to the mother. And it's going toward the light because the fish stays in without breathing. However, periodically it just goes up to the light, up, takes some breath, and then comes down and lives underwater again for quite a long time. So this, the beauty of the fish, the story of how it fights, the strange aspect of the male being more beautiful than the female, which is usually not a contrast with women and men, but and the fact that it just goes toward the light to pick up its breath, that is what attracted me. The other one kind of appeared, so to speak. I did not have the subject matter in mind when I started the work. I just started putting paint together, and this is what came out. And as I looked at it, it showed as if, first of all, it's a naked lady,
Mm-hmm.
and she's holding like a little bouquet
Mm-hmm.
that may be representing quite a bit, that bouquet. It may be something interior, a love. It may be herself. It may be a lot of things.
Mm.
But the way she's put herself, it's a little timid. a little reserved.
Hmm.
Also, she's still, even though she's naked, her head is covered, which may show the viewer that she has something in her mind that she's still not revealing. Hence, timid
Fantastic.
offering.
Timid offering. Fantastic. So, to the next question. The theme of the exhibition is Briye Fam Ayisyen, which is the glow of the Haitian woman, which is part of the Lumiere series, where we are featuring work of women artists on women topics, right? So the question which comes up as a natural corollary is um, the work that a woman artist does depicting women, how is it different in your mind than what it would be if it were done by a man?
That's interesting. Well, I can only tell you the woman part,
Okay.
being a woman myself.
Yes, please.
But I can guess. When the woman depicts another woman, there is a total connection with what she's trying to depict. It is a feeling that she has felt herself. Maybe it has to do with motherhood, maybe it has to do with marrying and love and so forth. But it is something that she is feeling herself.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the man has to guess what the female is thinking in order to represent it on the canvas. So it would be the same as if I try to paint a man, which I have, interestingly enough, or the majority of the men that I paint are musicians. So having my husband is a musician, so hence the connection. So when women paint women, they paint a subject that they would know very well, rather than a subject that they are guessing at. And I suppose that's the difference between a woman painting a woman and a man painting a woman.
Is it also emotional? Does it elicit a part of your psyche which is more emotional, or is it purely the fact that since you're a woman, you'll be able to understand a woman better?
Well, no, I have to say that whenever an artist puts something on a canvas, they are putting emotion on the canvas.
Right.
So regardless of whether the artist is a man or a woman, it is emotion. Every painting, every drawing is emotion. So my answer is it is emotion on both sides.
Both sides. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Patricia. It's been, like always, an absolute pleasure having you part of the exhibition, and we look forward to seeing you in our next one.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Patricia. So, on to our next acclaimed artist, also from Haiti, Guerda Faustin. She is part of our gallery for the first time this year, and really excited to share her work with all of you. So the question to Guerda is, the paintings that you have shown here, have a wide range of topics which the visitors can see on our website. What inspired you, from your beach painting to the beautiful images of the children? Could you tell us a little bit about what your inspirations were?
Well, for me personally, I find inspiration in I try to find inspiration in almost everything beautiful in life. Starting whether it's from the environment itself or from my interaction with other people. I'm always looking for beauty. I'm always looking for goodness in everything that I see or everything that I come in contact with. So my inspiration that varies. Just by walking in the park, just going by the beach, anything like that brings some joy to my heart, and that's good enough for me. I enjoy living, I enjoy traveling, I enjoy doing certain things, and whatever it is that makes me happy is a good reason for me to have an art piece, to have something on canvas. And I spend a good amount of time with my niece and my nephew,
Yes.
and that's the main reason why I have this painting.
Yes.
The name of this painting is Dene. After that was at her school, they had an African dance. After the dance, she came home. She was tired, but she was so excited to see me. Her auntie, she calls me Tati, which is auntie. So we were hugging, and then she was telling me about the show, her insights. We were both excited, but at the same time, she was exhausted. And I wanted to take pictures, more and more pictures. She was like, Tati, I just want to rest. But I'm like, no, you look good. You look good. You know, that's her feelings, her emotions. And as a kid, she has a lot of great insights. And I like to spend time with her. She's an artist also. So that was, for me, a good reason to have a piece of art. Like I said, when I travel, I'm looking for other things. I'm looking for to see how people live their life. How is it different from where I am right here and the kind of life that I had back home in Haiti, and to make the connection. And that's an inspiration for me right there. That's how I came up with the piece by the beach, cocoyer, papier cocoyer.
Yeah.
Yes, under the coconut tree by the water.
Yeah. Right. So Guerda, these beautiful pieces here, you were saying about
Well, I was
that
talking
piece in
about
here,
this
yeah.
one right here. That's a self-portrait in Antigua,
Yeah.
or Antigua,
Yeah.
whichever way you say it. I was here vacationing, and I found that piece of wood is a branch of the coconut tree,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow, this is nice. I'd like to bring this back home, and I want to put it exactly in my living room and turn it into a table or something, but it was too heavy. But it was so beautiful, and I felt it was like there's so much I could do with this. I could play with the shapes and with different colors and different things, and it just talks to me, and I'm like, okay, this is it, just the shapes, and that's how I came up with this piece.
Yeah.
And over here I have my friend Manuela. This is a very emotional piece. She was going to something. It's called Deception. I like to try to explain people's feelings and emotions, to connect with them as well and see how I can either help or how I can, lift up their spirit a little bit. And this piece, she really loves it, and that was it. I tried to capture that thing that she was going through, and she couldn't express that, to someone else, but just by taking a picture of her, and I have my piece right there.
So moving on to these other pieces. It's perfect. It's perfect. So go ahead. These two pieces here are also extremely compelling, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about that, and then I have a few more questions for you.
In this piece, Julian, I wanted to show how Haitian women care about their family. We take good care of our children. Even those kids that are not ours, it's very common for Haitian people to do that. They take in their homes, their relatives. They take good care of them. And this is what we do. We take care of our own. And to me, that's the kind of connection I have with my nephew. He spends a great amount of time with me, and we have that kind of bond. And it's not just me. It's just Haitian women are very family oriented, and that's what I was trying to depict in that painting.
Fantastic. So on to my next question, which I asked Patricia earlier. Do you feel that your art, when you're painting on topics that are connected to the glow, the Briye Fam Ayisyen, the glow of the Haitian woman, the way you depict the glow or the light that comes from the Haitian women would be different than if a male artist were to paint on the same topic?
Yes, I mean, a male would, from my angle, I think would definitely try to show the beauty of it, the beautiful Haitian women, or that would have been their glow, their way to interpret glow. For me, as a woman, I'm thinking about the strength of the Haitian women, how resilient they are, and to me, that's glow too. We, as women, as Haitian women, we pretty much support the family. We are the pillars of the family. We are the ones that are always taking care of the kids. And that takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of strength. And we glow when we see our kids going out there, getting their education, although a lot of Haitian women don't have the education, but they're pushing for that. When their kids succeed, they feel like that's their success too. To me, that's the glow of the Haitian women, pushing the family forward.
So in that, it would be different than a male artist because of the connect that you're making with the inherent strength of the Haitian woman. The male artist may be depicting it in a different form.
In a different form, like the aesthetic part of it.
I see.
Beautiful, yes, a beautiful Haitian woman. How does that, move him? I don't know, I'm not a man, but how does that move you? Oh, beautiful woman. We have a lot of great Haitian singers that sing about Haitian women, and it's always about their beauty. But for
Haiti
me,
Sherry, yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes, beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Guerda. This has been a fantastic conversation, and thank you for being a part of this show. And we hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity.
You're welcome. Thank you.